This is Westminster's first scrutiny group, made up entirely of young people. There are 8 to 15 young people aged between 16 and 19, supported by staff from the Council's Youth Service and Scrutiny Support Team. The panel is running until early summer 2011, reporting on its work to the Children and Young People Policy and Scrutiny Committee. The panel does not replace other ways in which the Council involves young people in the democratic process. In fact, it will help to enhance their involvement and to raise the profile of young people's views.
Everyone's learned a lot. Like before, we wouldn't know what Westminster ran, or what the council ran, or what the government ran, and stuff like that. And we've learnt a whole load of new skills like questionnaire making and things like that.
Facilitators ran a session for young people on the panel, asking how the young people perceive life in Westminster and about their positive and negative experiences of living in the borough. From the feedback, the panel was able to prioritise issues they want to investigate. Council officers are now identifying ways to develop a wider network to keep all young people in touch with the panel's work.
Hello, my name's Simon Lewis. I'm a Scrutiny Research Analyst at Westminster City Council.
I just want you to think about what you've contributed to the project and what you think the project has already achieved.
They got to choose a topic that they wanted to decide, and then we supported them as if we would support a committee of members.
I believe we're making a difference by being here, and I hope we're making a difference as well.
We actively went out into the community, particularly into local schools, and went along personally to present to a number of classes to promote the membership of the panel to them. And as a result of that, we have a number of young people who have never engaged in council activity before.
The more you put into something, the more you get out of it. So by kind of dedicating these few hours a week, we're kind of not only learning about the city, but the people that live in it, but also about ourselves.
It's important for young people themselves to scrutinise what they think about their area, and so then they can get their voice heard. And young people are living themselves in the area, so it's better for them to say how they perceive it and what they think about it, rather than adults telling them, oh, this is what you don't like. No, this is what we don't like.
Well, I'm Simeon Earnshaw. I'm Senior Practitioner for Participation.
How do you feel you are benefiting from being involved?
The Council benefits from young people being involved is that they come up with suggestions to improve services. The Council gets a different angle about the actual users of their services. The Council gets sees how young people experience living in City of Westminster.
I've realised that, sometimes you can complain about things or find things difficult in your area, but not think there is actually much you can do about it. But by being involved in this, I realised it's actually not such a far step to get involved with something and actually start making changes yourself. So it's been really fulfilling in that way.
I think we're benefiting by being involved because we can, like everyone else was saying, we can complain about our area and say we don't like what's happening, but most of us could just sit back and not do anything about it. But we're choosing to do something about it. We're choosing to come to these meetings every fortnight. We're choosing to take up our time, not in a bad way, in a good way.
Young people get a lot. They get the formal side about how to research a project. They get to learn about what the city offers, but they also do the informal, and this is part of my youth work background, about the informal education. Having fun, making new friends, gaining new experiences.
These are probably really obvious ones, but I've kind of I'm going out more and doing more stuff in my community. I'm getting a better geographical knowledge of London. I got on a bus for the first time a few weeks ago because of this. I've made probably a dozen Facebook friends.
I think the difference that we're making by being here is that we're not just sitting back and letting the adults do everything and make changes for us. We're actually coming here, getting together and making changes ourselves.
Their views in their particular circumstance, antisocial behaviour and improving perceptions, directly feed into the council decision-making process. We've had cabinet members in already to listen to them, and they'll be presenting their findings to the wider council.
What advice would you give to other young people wanting to get involved in similar activities?
I think that you should get involved because it's a good way of learning new skills, meeting new people and using your time wisely instead of doing other things.
I think it looks brilliant on your CV to have like it's there just saying that you participated in this. You've obviously made a big change and it shows that you're dedicated and that you're doing something to help change where you're living in right now, so it looks really good.
We could say, like, if I was probably to go out and tell other people, you should go to this scrutiny thing, and they'd probably be like, oh, but what change would it make? What change would it make by you sitting there and not doing it?